Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Witcher Blood and Wine. In the last episode, ooh, that's loud. In the last episode, we took a day off and we went and helped. Actually, this episode, or the last episode, and the one after, and the one before that, we kind of went and helped out this Rememberomancer guy. He's some type of artist, and
The Dutch is small, but do you know any who's not heard of our wines?
that's a good point, peasant. That's a good point. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, we went and hung out with this guy, and he's like a photographer, and we helped do a couple of errands for him, and then we went to his art gallery, hung out with him for a second. We came back home. Corvo Bianco is getting
The Dutch
updated.
is small, but do you know any who's not heard of our wines?
No, thank you. Again, stand by. I'm gonna walk away from him. He's gonna keep saying it. He's
I've lots to do before it gets dark.
okay. It's very difficult to do an intro when everybody keeps talking over you, and when you're standing over running water. Let's find a quiet place. Let's go to the garden. Ah, the rose garden. Thank this. This is where we should have done our intro. And I think we went and we beat up a couple of monsters. We didn't do anything too crazy. I think we went over there and we beat up some of the... Oh, that's right. That's where we found the body of that young man who had the letter from his dad saying how him and his dad had worked so super duper hard for him to become a knight, and he finally made it. And his first mission was to clear this out, but unfortunately he failed to do so and died. Yes, I remember that. Okay. Well, like I said, Corvo Bianco is coming along just nice. I guess it's time for us to go do this mission down here as part of the quest, the Blood and Wine quest. I feel a little bit better about, fighting in the game again. We had some money to invest in Corvo Bianco, so some of that stuff is going to come online soon. So let's go to this travel post. Let's move down here to this, and let's meet Regis. It does look as if the sun is setting, right? So this is serendipitous. Serendipitous. Like, this is exactly where we're supposed to go and win.
Don't diddly. Look, it's something fierce.
Wow, that cat just hissed at us. I don't think he likes us. Don't think he likes us at all. We'll go to the harbor gate here. Closest we're gonna get. Closest we're gonna get. Hello, Roach. You beautiful stallion. I think this is great. Look, we're getting there just at dark. That's perfect. Getting there just at dark. I just came off the end of RimWorld, by the way. That's our last RimWorld episode. If you want to go see how that panned out, if you didn't watch anything else, just watch the last episode, and that'll give you a really good taste of what RimWorld is all about. Yeah, but we gotta figure out another game we're gonna put in the rotation now that we're done with RimWorld. So I'm not gonna do 2 Witcher back to back. The idea here is if you really want to watch these series, you can watch them as soon as they come out. But what I'm really going for is somebody who they're like, oh, I like The Witcher. I like watching someone play it. Let me look and see if there's someone out there who's played it, and then they see mine like 4 months after I'm done with the
Come on now.
ooh, that is the jump
Regis.
button.
Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is I want you to watch it all the way through in like one sitting. Right? Like, I don't want you to have to wait. So I'm not going to do 2 of the Witchers over. Oh, it's more of those. There's more of those stinking plants, man. And ghouls or something's down there. I think they put the plants in way too much. The plants, I think they're in way too much. Like, I don't really, like, I fought them 3 or 4 times. I fought them 3 or 4 times now. Where's the plant at? There it is. And there's a ghoul here, so that kind of sucks. That I'm getting, I'm fighting a ghoul and a plant. I think there's 2 plants, to tell you the honest truth. Yeah, there's 2 plants. I don't know. I see one over there. Oh no! He shoots a lot harder than I shoot. Okay, okay, everybody. Let's just come back up here and let's rethink this. Let's rethink this. I have troll. I think the troll, you see how it regenerates up there? I think that only happens outside of combat. Now that I think about it, I think Ekimara, if I do damage, it gives me some lifesteal, but the troll decoction only works if I'm out of combat. All right. And I can't remember. What are those 2? What are the other 2 things I have? That is vitality regeneration, and then this is vitality. Okay. All right. So those are 2 healing potions. One just says healing over time, and one of them does like a healing regeneration. So let's go down there again one more time and try to sort these things out. Ugh. We're close. There we go. Okay, now what's that? That's a ghoul. Let's go to this here. I'm sure that the ghoul is going to be... Oh, I forget. They have a name, like, no, necrophages, yeah, ghoul, right there. So he's a necrophage. Okay, so let's go put our necrophage oil on. Not that we really need it, but just keeping in, just kind of keeping in character of Geralt. Oh. Why, we're not done with the plant yet, apparently. I thought... Oh, I did say there was 2 of them, yep. Okay. Alright. Let's go here. I think the plants are cursed. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's so difficult. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's not easy. An interesting enemy. I like going up against them. I think they're fun to fight, but I think maybe it can be done too much. What is that? A warg? Let's go meet with Regis, okay? Before we get into any more. Oh, there's a cave here. What did that say? Read? Okay. Killed by poisonous apple. Interesting. I bet this is part of the, this is part of another quest. You know what? I gotta know. I gotta know. You know what I mean?
Oh, that stench. Kiki Moors. Victuals aplenty around here.
Our sword is broken yet again. And Ikimores, it said. Let's look at those things. And let's see what they're weak to. Yep. So they're going to be insectoids. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought the giant insects would be insectoids? Oop. All right. Now those things, can we break them and kill them? The big eggs, I would assume. Guess not. Let's just keep pushing through here. Blood moss, always a good find. Always a good find. Oh, this is our meeting with Regis anyway, so works out. Works out.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind, though we did not meet so I could prove how very original I am.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
There's a whole
Vampires
library
can
down
evade
here.
detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megoscope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
That's his hand.
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
That's interesting. Looks like he's trying to fight something. Oh, I guess he...
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy of Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Covenarius spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were culled to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
It'll twitch. It has to twitch. There it is. You could move the camera around a little bitty baby bit, by the way. I thought that was neat. Hey, isn't it nice that there's no ghouls and gigantic plants out here to eat you? You're welcome. Let's talk about my reward. Or you can talk to the bird. I guess that's fine. What a really nice night.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Not really in the mood for your concoctions, especially given how they make you say things you'd rather keep to yourself. Remember that aspect very well.
Geralt of Rivia, do I detect a guilty conscience? Word is, only those ashamed of the truth seek to conceal it.
Not about to fall for that. Forget it. Need a nap, and that's how I'm gonna use this time.
Looks like they've reported back to him. I wonder who it'll be. The Cobalt? I'm gonna say the Cobalt.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived entirely unmolested.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse, in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons.
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
I don't know about this. I don't. If it was hunger, like you said, then that would make sense for the spoons, right?
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Well, that was pretty crazy. It appears we're gonna have to, geez, I don't know, go and figure out where this spotted white lives and get some of its saliva. But it would seem as though RimWorld's curse has carried over to this game because my microphone has fallen off its stand. So you're gonna have to give me a moment here. I'm gonna have to pause. One moment. Well, I hope the sound quality is still as good as it was before we started. Let's go and check our map and see where this place is at. Look for the White Slayer. Oh, that's pretty far away. But that'll be good. That'll let us cover some ground and get out there and see some of the wilderness. The green stuff around the edges of the screen, that's going to be my toxicity level, and that's just because I've used a lot of different decoctions, and the toxicity will build up over time, and then we'll have to take a rest. We'll have to meditate just to clean it out. You can't have these on infinitely, and that's again, like I said, you can't have like 1,000 of these things on either. You can't have just tons and tons.
Slow now. Whoa.
Oh, we can't go over that. Here, maybe? No, we can't go over that. Oh, there we go. You know, oh, this is that. Oh, panther. Another one. I think I've had my fill of panthers. Thank you very much. Oh, there's the wolves. Perfect. That's what I really wanted to do, is fight wolves. Poor roach. Abandoned house. Oh, that's not abandoned at all. It's got half-naked women making wine. Okay. Well, you guys listen. Hey, there's like a ton of wolves and panthers right over there. So you don't go over there.
Take it easy.
That's cool.
Faster.
Seeing just one of the random knights going down the road with a bunch of people. Love it. This is the abandoned place, yes?
Whoa there, Roach.
This place is really pretty too. It's almost like another Corvo Bianco, you know, just like another place down on its luck, needing a little bit of restoration. There's a guy down there. Oh, look, come on, game. Look at that. Look how ridiculous that is. They're telling you you can't go over that with a horse. That just destroys the realism.
The dressings, bandages.
What's that about?
Might as well just go ahead and get off the horse. Can't walk anywhere with it. It's Gaston! Looks like your lord's pretty much
The
gone,
dressings,
brother.
bandages. Where did I put them?
Forget it. Bandages won't do him any good.
What? Oh, but He breathed still a moment ago.
Breathed his last then. Bled to death. Legs broken. Femoral arteries ruptured. Wound like that, you're dead in minutes.
Gods.
What happened here exactly?
I was rolling through, fully loaded, when I heard screams. This one crawled towards the road, then drooped to the ground, lost consciousness. I jumped down to help him, dress his wounds. Then you appeared.
Pretty admirable stopping to help a stranger.
Truthfully, when I saw him, I considered it might be an ambush. The thought entered my mind, I near decided to crack the whip. But to abandon a man in need? It's simply not the decent thing to do.
Decent enough in many other places, believe me. Before you go on, clean your hands thoroughly and burn your shirt. Might also want to rub some thyme on your body to be sure. Smell of blood might attract ghouls otherwise.
Who might you be, precisely?
A witcher.
Oh. Do you expect some beast might have killed him?
See what we have here. Legs broken, but cause of death's the wound. Small but deep, edges unfrayed. Either a thrust weapon or a thick claw. Maybe a wyvern's. Tough to say, and... breastplate's unusual. Dented. And it's got a patina.
An antiquity, I believe. I deal in these things, so... what's puzzling is, why did he done it?
Not likely to learn that from him. Now to figure out where he came from. From that house, I'm assuming, but need to investigate. Got some work to do. So long.
This is a great game. Look at the... Did you see that
Wait,
shot
I
with the
will come with
castle
you.
in the background?
Gotta be kidding. This isn't a garden romp. Whatever killed him's damn dangerous and...
And it might still prowl the area, so if it's all the same, I prefer to accompany you.
So be it. But stay close, keep it down, and don't touch a thing.
Here we go. I don't mind going on these little side quests. In a lot of the games that I play, like they
Trail leads to the
really
house
piss
on
me
the
off and they
hill.
bore me.
Which stands silent
But-
as a grave.
Every single one of these stories in The Witcher is it's a short story, right? And there's something here to learn. And it's going to be great. You know it's going to be great. Like, you know that this is not going to be, this is not going to waste your time. Hello.
Must have been here he broke his legs. Fell while climbing over the wall. Trying to leave the property probably, after he didn't manage to open the gate.
Precisely what I was thinking. Let's see what this
Burned
guy...
alive. Really high temperatured work here.
Lebioda, thou art my defender and protector. Thou bringest good news.
Damn it.
Good gods!
What the hell's this? Setting for a banquet?
It seems so.
Look at the
What's your
statues.
suspicion? Did none survive?
Look at the
Gods.
statues. I hear noise. I hear like something running.
Servant. Stabbed to death. Over a dozen blows with a sharp object.
The statues.
Some post-mortem.
I cannot believe this is the work of a man. It was a monster, to be sure.
Torso punctured with great force. Blow pierced hardened steel. Man on the high road. Breastplate was identical. Throats massacred. One mighty blow. Shield along sides old and dented. Sword ceremonial. And Shay handiwork clearly. Ceremonial bowls. For little sacrifices?
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Oh, they summoned something. And it got away from them.
Burn marks. Something catch fire. Explode. Strong stench.
That woman doesn't look like she belongs here. I bet she was turned to
Multiple
stone.
wounds on the body. All puncture wounds, but hard to tell what caused them. Victim's human, but the attire's elven.
Are you certain? How did he come by it? We've so few non-humans in Tucson.
Fled, then dropped to the ground to douse the flames. Didn't manage. Burnt smells growing fainter. Might have been another luckier soul managed to flee. Doublet scorched. Wriggled out of it, tossed it, then ran on.
And a breathing person, an alive person. Love it. Tell us what happened here.
Perhaps there's no one inside after.
I know you're in there. Breathing's loud and clear. Open up. We mean you no harm.
Wow.
They remain there?
Listen, I'm a witcher. I'm here to help you. But if that's gonna happen, you gotta answer some questions first. You mentioned them. Who do you mean?
Those, I don't know what they were. Spirits? It all occurred of a sudden. We were staging a scene, the death of paying homage. There was a flash of light that blinded me completely. I heard cries, though saw nothing. Then felt my own robes were in flames. I broke and ran, threw off my doublet, leapt in here and it shut and locked the door behind me.
So they
They
were
pounded
actors?
on the door. I thought they would get through. I thought I was done for, but in the end, it grew calm.
Who are you exactly?
Durant Faucher Plamondon de Savarin, Lord of these lands, and Chairman of the Society of Friends of the History of Tucson. We meet here annually to mark the anniversary of the Elfin Homage. But something like this, why, it's a first.
So while reenacting a scene from the past, somehow, unintentionally, you summoned a specter, a Korgorath, or a tube, maybe.
What? What now?
What?
Best thing? You gotta do it again, of course.
Are you mad? Would you have this thing kill us?
No, don't want it to kill anyone. Precisely why I gotta do my job. Summon it again, whatever it is, and tend to it once and for all. Durand, think I can reenact the pledge, the giving of homage, alone?
It was a great, momentous event. The surrender of Tucson's last elfin king. You will need at least 3 individuals.
You know what I'm gonna ask for. Need your help. But I'll understand if you turn me down. No objections? Good. Let's get to work. Start by clearing the corpses. Got some time. Won't start the reenactment before nightfall. Things of this sort are a lot more likely to work after dusk. One last thing, though. My pay. Don't work for free, you know.
Understood. Just keep the danger at bay, and I shall be generous. Through and through.
All right. Let's see where this takes us. A few hours later.
I will stand, or rather, sit in for King Ludovic, upon the elfin throne, while you, Witcher, will play the Enche ruler. We must don the costumes. All must be just right.
Divethef, the elven king, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of torches.
Blinding glow of torches, huh? That's gonna be Igni. That's gonna be Igni, brother. What if this happened in our world? What if people who did like reenacted the Civil War or the Revolutionary War? Like what if they what's all this? Took a bunch of strawberries and fruit.
Tivetha laid at Ludovic's feet a loaf of binnen and elfin bread, thus granting humans rule over seat-yielding lands. Tivetha filled the ornate ceremonial bowls with elven wine. Gwynnoed, the sweetest blood of the land that had been torn from him. At long last, the elfin king grasped his sword and shield, thus symbolically passing command of his armies to humans.
I did. Draw them? What does that mean? Equip them? I don't want to equip this crap. Where are they? I don't see them in my list here. I'll do it instead of my steel, or yeah. And then this, I don't think Witchers can. Oh, okay, I see. And the shield.
Elfin king, erect in his pride, drew his blade and dropped to his knees, thus acknowledging his final defeat. Ludovic then spake.
I accept your allegiance and shall return in 1 year's time to...
Ah! Look! Look! The statues!
Impossible! God's mother!
Okay. Oh, my armor's screwed too. Wonderful. And I'm dead. Okay. Shoot. I think I didn't know my armor was broken. Hopefully it'll start us at the beginning of the fight and I'll just stop real super quick and I'll get my armor situated. I hope I have one more master armor repair kit. Hey, it does start us at the beginning of the fight. I can't hit the inventory button. There it is. Let's go here and what is this? Journeyman's armor, amateurs, and masters. So let's go over here to the chest. I think that's what was hurt. Now I wonder if these living statues, who's doing that? The girls? Man, that hurts. I don't know if the girls are, if they're alive or not. Jeez, man. Man, that hurts. How am I supposed to do this by myself? Anybody? Anybody? I think I've worked myself into a situation here. Okay, there was some, God bless it. This is not an easy task. I'm not gonna. This kind of sucks. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this, and I'll bring you back if I can figure this out. Maybe I have to use the sword, the right sword, or maybe I should check the deal for. Let me check. Hold on, before we do any of that, let me just get back into the game here. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna see if living statues is in the deal. The girls I might have to kill from a distance. Like, that might be the trick with them. Because I can't, if I get close, I just get wrecked. Let me go back over here. And we just look right quick. Panthers. Yes. Oh, yes. Panthers. We've seen panthers. Living statues. I'm going to think cursed. So, living statues. I don't know. Maybe I should be using the steel sword. I don't know. I'll put the steel sword back, and I'll put hangman's venom on it, which is a humanoid. Vampires, humans and non-humans. Ah! Okay. Get out of my way! Get out of my way! God bless it! Okay, great. So don't go back into that corner. There's no way out of it if you go to that corner. You're screwed. And the worst thing is, like, I have to... I don't know. It looked like the fire ladies, like, they're the ones that are going to be the most annoying, and there's 2 of them. And the worst part here is that...
The sculptures, they came alive. By what witchcraft?
Dunno. Specialize in killing monsters. Reviving them, not so much.
I may know what happened. The statues, you see, once stood in the palace of one Defethov. I acquired them a month past because perhaps I should start at the beginning.
Oh. I'm not quite sure.
This Defethov was to pay tribute to humans, producing statues of this sort each year. Yet he did so but once, for he perished in the massacre of non-humans at the foot of Mount Gorgon in the year 782. It's fortunate he did too, as Defethov had planned Ludovic's downfall, for he sculpted not statues, but columns that masqueraded as such. Columns activated with words said in homage. Columns that would have turned the king and his bodyguards into so much colorful confetti.
Typical. Treachery embodied. Elves. Psheh.
Beast's dead. Path awaits. High time I was on my way.
Hold, master. Please, take this.
A safe journey to you, Witcher.
Run! Oh my god! It's a nightmare! Roach, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Let's go. Come on. We got the money. Let's go. Okay, folks, we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.